Well, welcome Interior Alaska to our Saturday Sportscast. Austin Buchanan here. Time to take a look at some sports. Well, last night the Alaska Nanooks were on the road to the road game in Mankato, Minnesota. The Nanooks entering the ice with an 8-6 overall record, but this matchup was huge for the Nanooks as they took on the squad ranked number 2 nationally in the Western Collegiate Hockey Association. The Nanooks went in early, taking charge in the first 5 minutes of the game after Tyler Morley finds the goal, make it a 1-0 lead for the Nanooks, but the Nanooks weren't able to stop Minnesota from answering back. Less than 2 minutes later, Bryce Gervais gets the tying score in the opening period. The Nanooks took the lead once again in the second period after Peter Krager and Kyle Feroce found Taylor Munson for the UAF go-ahead score. The second period will come to an end after Minnesota's Blake Thompson scores to tie the game 2-2. Neither team could find a victory in the third period after each scoring 2 goals apiece. So what does that mean? Well, overtime. With the score tied 4-4, Austin Vythe would heat up the ice and his team midway through overtime to give the Nanooks a big 5-4 overtime victory on the road. Continuing with hockey action, not only was it the Nanooks on the road last night, but also the Ice Dogs as they made their appearance in a North American Hockey League matchup in Wenatchee, Washington. Ice Dogs hit the ice inside the Toyota Center in Game 2 of 3 of the non-divisional series, coming off a Thursday night victory 4-3 against the Wild. The Ice Dogs off to a good start early on a Lonnie Clary, who gave them the 1-0 lead in the first period. The Wild answered back with 3 goals in a row, and 2 of them coming from forward Steve Bryant. Bryant's first goal came with the game tied at 18 minutes and 29-second mark with the power play goal set up by Colin Brewston. The Wild went ahead 2-1 at 8:24 after Andre Poison's goal early in the third period. The Wild eventually found the 3-2 victory against the Ice Dogs. Last night loss marks the third straight 1-goal outcome between the teams. Well, now to some Nanooks swimming. Just a word today. The Alaska Nanooks swim team had a big night in day 1 of the Husky Invitational last night. The Nanooks combined to score 317 points through day 1 with record-breaking performances in the 200 freestyle relay. Martha Hood, Victoria Adams, Margaret Adams, and Katie Stark broke the varsity record for Alaska swimming with a time of 1 minute and 35 seconds. That mark would also come within 0.01 seconds of winning the first events. With that time, the Nanooks finished second in the 400 medley relay. The final event, the Nanooks achieved an NCAA B cut as the team of Victoria Adams, Margaret Adams, and Katie Stark took first place with a time of 3 minutes 48 seconds. Nanooks placed 8th of 42 on day 1. Joe Cook will have the day 2 recap on Monday. Well, to wrap up our local sports action, let's go out to Hutchinson High School where the small school Denali conference championships were taking place with 8 different schools and around 80 high school wrestlers. To the mats, this time wrestlers are fighting for that spot to the state championship in Anchorage at Bartlett High School. On the mats for the first match was Jonathan St. Andre of Eielson taking on Kyle Pierce of Monroe. Kyle was able to get the pin victory formation in the third period in the 115-pound weight class. Next match, moving up to the 120 pounds, Walter Lord out of Galena, winning the pin over Sean Dawsey in the second period at a 3:49 mark. Now this next match, you may be surprised, but yes, girls wrestling can't get any better than this. Check it out. Elena Jacobs takes on Patience McQueen in the 120 women's weight class. Both wrestlers are teammates of Galena High School. Jacobs found the pin victory in the second period. Coach of the Year goes to Ben Blasco of Galena, and an outstanding wrestler goes to Cody Green of Valdez.
Well, this is the season-ending tournament to decide which wrestlers you're taking to state this year, basically. It's for our conference. There's 8 schools here right now, and it's 16 weeks basically of hard tournaments and everything else out there to try to get to this point, to get them ready to qualify for the state tournament and face the top 16 in the state.
And I'll wrap it up for our sportscast tonight. Katie Looper has your full weather forecast coming up next, and stay tuned.